The last topic is C chart. C chart is instead of looking at percentage, we are looking at the number of defects per unit of output. C chart are based on the Poisson distribution, which has its variance equal to its mean. The mean is C bar, and the standard deviation is square root of C bar. So the calculation is quite straightforward, and you just need to find out the number of defects and C bar, and then use it as your standard deviation. To compute the control limit, we use C bar plus minus 3 times square root of C bar. So the calculation is quite straightforward for control chart for attributes C chart. Let's take an example here. The company receives several complaints each day about the behavior of its drivers. Over a 9-day period, the owner received 308967498 calls from irate passengers for a total of 54 complaints. To compute the 99.7% of control limits, what is it? How can we do that? So first of all, C bar equals 54 over 9 days, right? So 54 complaints over 90 days. So C bar equals 6 complaints per day. That's what we see. Although it's not the exactly case. Some days you have more, some days less, but on average, 54 over 9 gives you 6 complaints per day. Therefore, now you can calculate upper control limit and lower control limit quickly. So C bar plus 3 times square root of C bar equals 6 plus times 3, because Z is 3. We are using 99.7% of control limit. That's why Z is 3. If it's 95%, Z is 2. 6 plus 3 times square root of 6 gives you 13.35. Lower control limit is greater than 6 here, so the minimum value should be 0. So between 13.35 and 0, it has to oscillate, and we see that 30896749 is all within this 13.35. So the process itself is in control and with 99.7% of control limits. That's how we calculate control chart for C chart when you have just number of calls or defectives and not dealing with percentage. So in this lecture, we have learned the variable control chart. We saw two sources of variation, mean and range. And to make a sound judgment, you have to look at both mean and variation together so that you can tell whether a process is in control or not. We used X chart, X bar chart, and mean chart. At the same time, we also examined the process capability index, CP and CPK, and we learned how to compute them, how to compare them, and what their relationship are. The third thing is attribute control chart. We learned P chart and C chart. C chart is pretty straightforward. P chart is also not difficult. You just need to use a different formula to construct the statistical process control chart and also process capability. I hope this lecture was helpful for you. Thank you.